Welcome to Living a Full Life podcast. Join us as we explore health topics that encourage raising healthy children, living a healthy life, and living the best life possible. Now, here's your host.
Today, we'll cover summer routines, immune-boosting habits, screen time balance, activities that support healthy brain development, and ways working parents can keep kids engaged even with their busy schedules during the summer. I'm Dr. Enrico Dolcecori. Thanks for tuning in to Living a Full Life podcast. This week, summer is right around the corner. Now that school's out, for some of you, many parents are wondering how to balance fun, health, and sanity. I certainly am. I think most of the podcasts that I do is for my own sanity, to verbalize how to be a good parent. So there you go. That's the inside scoop of Living a Full Life podcast, is mainly reflection for myself to be the best parent I possibly can be. And I hope it helps you too, truly there. But no, all kidding aside, I'm here to help you with tips and advice on evidence-based research and health that helps you grow. This is not opinion-based stuff. This is more evidence-based around neurodevelopment, neuroscience, overall healthcare, physiology, and childhood development. So today, why summer matters for kids' development. I think summer can sometimes be like, oh, you kick the feet up and you relax and you're like, oh, we're going to change all the routines. That's probably the worst idea you could probably follow there. It's a natural thing to be done with scholastics and academic stuff and take a little bit of a break. Some of the homeschool families don't take much of a break. They're in full swing of learning and keep that routine going, which I think is fantastic for brain development. But taking a summer break is great too. Kids' brains don't just shut off in the summer. Stimulation really matters for them. And if we de-stimulate them or get them what they call bored, then they can create other issues in behavior and in overall health. So we gotta talk about the risks of a sedentary summer, sedentary habits, sedentary, screen addiction, immune suppression that can happen with that if we fall by the wayside. And yes, parents got to work, but we also have to understand that kids need to be nourished during summer as well. So the importance of sunlight, movement, unrestricted creative play is really important stuff. And just little things that you should keep in the back of your mind as you listen to this podcast and as you go through your summer. These are probably the focal points of where you should probably prep a little bit and make sure that there is access to all of that. I can't control the weather, but sunlight is important. And then summer, we get plenty of it, and movement. And focus on those two things. Summer break shouldn't be a health break. It's a chance to reset and grow even more. I think that's what we do as a family here. So get into some type of daily rhythm. And I've got some tips for you on this to keep the summer flowing nicely. Consistent sleep schedule. Don't shuffle this sleep schedule. You know how it is. You regret it every single time as a parent when the fall comes around, that first day of school, that sleep schedule. Dang, man, it's tough. So maintain it. We have our oldest turning 11 this fall, and I don't think she's ever had a different schedule. She's had the exact same schedule her entire life, and I'm like, man, well, this streak is really going. 11 years this is good, and it helps that she has younger siblings because they also have to follow that schedule as well. And I noticed it really does help them with that. Maintain the schedule as much as you can. I know the days get longer. There's more sunlight and all that. But that's really important. Try and stick with it. You can deviate a little bit, 30 minutes, 60 minutes up and down. It doesn't make a big difference as long as they're making their sleep time, right? 10 hours of sleep for kids around 10 years of age, more so if they're younger. And that's what we want to do there. Hydration and whole foods, fruit, water, smoothies, protein-rich breakfasts. Got to stick with this all summer long. Keep that stuff going, prep for it, and be ready for it. And then supplements, nothing really changes here. It's summer, folks. It's the same thing as the fall and the winter. Probiotics, omega-3s, vitamin D. Make sure we are giving our kids the proper amount of that on a daily basis to supplement healthy development. But what I encourage to maintain is the habits that we had during the school year as well. Reading, making reading time a daily thing, 15 to 30 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable with, minimum per day. of just, hey, did we do our reading for the day? Are we doing any readings today? Or if they ever say, I'm bored, and say, well, go read. And of course, that's when they don't go read. They don't want to read because you gave them an answer to being bored. So, but having those times is really important before bedtime, midday, first thing in the morning, whatever it creates a routine for them is, and they tally it somewhere. They have to put a check mark or a sticker on something saying that they did their 30 minutes of reading every day. Creative activities like building, art, puzzles, blocks, whatever, crafts, whatever it may be, having that almost on a daily basis or access to it anytime that they want. And then having boredom zones. Another parent told me about this. We have a boredom corner where if you're bored, go to the corner. It's a room, it's not a corner, but to stimulate independent thinking. So they have access to crayons, paper, paintbrushes, journals, pens, whatever they want to do there, and get a little bit creative through their origami paper. They can start trying to make some origami stuff with origami books. Those are great little things. And you'll be surprised how long they'll sit there and do that stuff for. And that's great for all ages. Origami, probably over the age of 6 or so. Little tips like that, hopefully giving you little tips as well as parents. That's the whole point of today. Movement and outdoor activities play a big role. In summer, what a great time to do all that in the summer. If you live in a cold area in the winters, you know how much tougher it is to get out there when it's really, really cold or really, if there's a blizzard out there or anything like that, winter activities can be hindered as well. So get kids outside daily, the daily walks, the bike rides, the scooters, the nature hunts, the sprinklers, the sidewalk chalk, all that stuff keeps them outside, getting some sunshine and getting some fresh air. It really works well in the summer. What you can do is a couple tips, family stretch session every evening, or go for a family walk after every dinner during the summers, enjoying the summer nights. Obstacle courses in the backyard, just throwing out some of the extra stuff that's been sitting in the garage and make obstacle courses where they have to climb over, run around, toss things through, whatever it may be, make it fun for them. Kid-friendly workouts using YouTube. You can go to YouTube Kids and get them doing 15-minute workouts. And having like tech-free mornings. So what a great way to start off the day, not just jumping on the sofa watching a show, but saying, hey, we don't turn on the TV until, 11 a.m., closer to lunchtime, and you guys just can do a bunch of stuff around here. So tech-free mornings. As working parents, which most of us are, we work. That doesn't stop. We don't get our summers off unless you're a teacher. Create a weekly activity plan. Each day has a theme. Water Wednesdays, library Fridays, whatever it is, to keep that routine going over the 8 weeks of summer break or whatever it is for you, consistent. And then it gives you a blueprint for every week. Are you going to follow it every single week? No, things happen. You may take an actual vacation and go somewhere, which is great, or get away from the routine a little bit, which is also great. But it keeps a little blueprint for you for the summer. Batch healthy snacks and prep them for the week. Fruit skewers, having those ready. Those are great. Veggie sticks last a few days. You can have a veggie tray out there that'll last almost Monday through Friday in there where kids have access to on a lower shelf. They are more than welcome to open the fridge, open up the tray of veggies and go ahead and grab as many as they want, and having maybe a trail mix center in the pantry or somewhere around there where kids know they have like a little Dixie cup where they can like scoop out a Dixie cup of trail mix if they ever feel hungry. They've got little snacks that are healthy for them, and they're more than welcome to help themselves during the day. It doesn't have to be monitored because those are all just healthy foods. You can't complain about fruits, can't complain about veggies, can't complain about good healthy fats through nuts and seeds. So that's great as well. Set up independent activity bins. Around the house, you can have your Lego center, your board game center, your craft center, just audio books that they want to listen to, and just kind of prep for the summer and having these things. Go to the activity centers. Which activity do you guys want to do? And then they can go do that. And it gets you time to work from home and get your things done as well. And then for some of you, if you need the extra help, there's high school kids that are all off for summer that are more than happy to come and do, a babysitter thing or a tutoring thing or 1 or 2 afternoons a week to help you out. If you can handle that, or if you have the means to do that, that can be great as well. Mother's helper or a high school student that can come help your younger kids. Those are all great little tips too. The parent's survival guide for summer, I guess we should have called this one, right? And then getting sick. It's kind of funny how sometimes kids get sick. This year, I've noticed already here in the South, in Florida, kids are done for school. And already that first week, there was a lot of kids that were sick, just getting over it. right at the end of the school year. I think it's because everyone starts traveling, everyone is excited for summer, they're seeing other relatives, and things are being spread. I'm not sure, but how do we minimize this to enjoy our summers? If everyone's sick all the time, all summer long, it's going to be a long and painful summer. So hand washing, clean water bottles. I find the water bottle thing kind of falls by the wayside. During the school year, you're good at washing the bottles, steaming them, using hot water, cleaning them because they're going to school and they've created a routine. Once we break that routine and the kids are still use water bottles, those water bottles with the silicone straws and the silicone toppers and all that can develop mold, bacteria, and build up in there. And we can maybe let those go a little bit longer. So, or switching to cups in the summer where kids have, their plastic cup that's washed after every use or something along those lines to help prevent mold and bacteria overgrowth. And of course, sunburn prevention. And those are the things that we use there, sunscreen and all those things, because they're going to be playing outside and the sun is definitely stronger in the summer. Those are little things to do there. But when it comes to diet, less sugar just equals a stronger immunity. So if we get exposed to too much sugar during the summer, ice cream and all the treats that can happen, popsicles all the time, what you'll end up seeing is immunity starts to decrease a little bit and they become more susceptible to getting sick, more stuffy, and we can sometimes blame the allergies, but really it could be that. The lack of outside movement and daily play can also lower our immunity as well. So daily movement and outside play plays a huge role in that. Adequate rest and hydration, making sure that the sleep routine is there and the hydration is there. And then support gut health with fermented foods. Keep the same rules going all year long. If you guys have barbecue night or hot dog night or hamburger night, bring out the sauerkraut, have that on the side, make your kids say, hey, you have to eat a spoonful of that. Like at least a spoonful, whether they like it or not. Fermented pickles, fermented cabbage, just whatever is out there, just gives them a huge boost of pre and post or probiotics that really help them during the summer as well. Because the summer can be a lot of fun. We can get into some, hot dogs are a little bit more routine, or some of the summer staples become more routine and maybe not be fully the best nutritious sources of food, but they eat more ketchup, they eat more, you know what it is. I sound like a parent, right? You got it. So, and a cool, fun thing we did with our kids, is just the summer mission statement. What's the objective of the summer? What should we get out of this? It's fun. Let them create that and just kind of stick it on the motto there, maybe on the weekly to-do list. You put it on the top and they've created it. Can have some fun with this. This summer, we're committed to fun, connection, health, and growth. That's ours. It could be yours too. Steal it, use it for your family as well. Create that mission statement. Keep everyone on point for the summer. Hopefully it brings you some organization, some less stress, some less chaos. Good luck with all that. And maybe go to our YouTube channel, find this podcast, and just comment on there on some of the tips that you're doing with your family, because other people read this and they're like, oh, that's such a great idea. And just because I didn't cover it on the podcast doesn't mean that your ideas are not just as good or even better to help have a healthy and fun summer there as well. So share your favorite summer recipes, share your favorite summer activities. How do you keep your kids busy as you work full time? How do you keep your kids busy? For some of you that, get your summers off, maybe your teachers, how do you keep your kids busy? How do you keep them engaged while you have time off? These are all stuff that people have questions for that maybe your answers could help them as well. But either way, enjoy your summer. This was more of a PSA about summer coming up and maybe getting some things organized around the house, the play centers, the creative zones, the snack centers, just getting those ideas going on where you're going to set them up, how you're going to set up the fridge, maybe keeping the bottom shelf clear for them and their veggies. Just little things where you're like, that's a great idea. I'm going to do that. Then that's a win for the podcast. That would be absolutely great for you and your families. And short and sweet this week, stay well, stay healthy. Take care and enjoy your summer.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Living a Full Life podcast. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.